This is a training session for Chapter 5 of the DelDOT Right-of-Way Engineering Manual. This presentation is meant to be an overview, and it is recommended that the manual is to be used for design rather than this presentation. Chapter 5 covers the team support review process, submission requirements and checklists, Bluebeam reviews, review stages, and how reviews are prioritized by plan type are discussed. At the survey and preliminary plan stage, submissions should include all research organized by project parcel in chronological order. The project survey report should be submitted for consultant projects. Microstation design files should be included. These files include alignments, field survey, and existing right-of-way. For in-house staff, the survey notes are contained in the existing right-of-way design file. At semifinal plan stage, the submission includes the alignment and proposed right-of-way microstation design files. For right-of-way plan submissions, the corresponding construction plans at the current stage of design should be included. All responses to comments from the previous submission should be in the submittal. Parcel impact forms are included, as well as the right-of-way checklist. Checklists are located on DelDOT's Design Resource Center. The Construction Plan Checklist is under Project Management under the Guidelines tab. The Right-of-Way Checklist is under Right-of-Way under the Guidelines tab. The checklists are to be followed for all plan submissions. During the Bluebeam review, construction plans and right-of-way plans are reviewed by multiple reviewers. Reviewers can see other comments. Once the Bluebeam review is complete, the practitioner will address the comments and provide responses at the next submission. Right-of-way plan revisions may or may not have a separate Bluebeam review session, depending on the extent of the changes. Team support will make the determination. At survey and preliminary plan submissions, the review is more heavily focused on the existing right-of-way mosaic. At semifinal stage of design, the review is geared more towards the proposed acquisitions. At the scoping meeting for the project, the practitioner will invite the right-of-way section to the scoping meeting to discuss potential property impacts. The practitioner invites the Acquisitions, Relocations, and Settlements section to public workshops to ensure that affected property owners are aware of the impacts and coordination can begin with the property owner. All public outreach is to be documented in the NEPA document for the project. The practitioner is reminded that acquisitions should not start until the NEPA document is complete and approved. At the survey plan stage, the practitioner will provide all research that has been completed. If team support has provided the research, this is not necessary. Submit the project survey report if it is a consultant design project, microstation design files, survey plans, and set up a Bluebeam review session. Team support will go through the research provided for the project. They will verify that all of the relevant documentation has been provided and provide comments with references to additional historic contracts, deed and easement documents if required. Team support will compare the research with the existing baselines that have been established. If the baseline differs from what was previously established in the historic contracts, those comments will be provided. Also for survey plan reviews, team support will compare the existing right-of-way as established on the historic contracts and recorded documentation. Any discrepancies between what is shown on the plans and the recorded documentation will be noted in the comments. Next, team support will examine the parcel documentation to assess the property boundary line work that was established. The existing found monumentation and stream riparian boundaries will be considered during the review. Team support will verify current parcel ownership and recent encumbrances via the appropriate county website and provide updates accordingly. The reviewer will check that the existing topographic survey features have been shown on the plans and provide comments to the practitioner. The DelDOT project manager schedules a right-of-way concurrence meeting after the survey plan review. All DelDOT sections impacted by the project will be invited to attend and provide comment. Discussions will include establishment of the right-of-way baseline, right-of-way mosaic, project schedule, and other significant findings. A sample agenda for the concurrence meeting is located on the DRC. At the preliminary plan stage, the practitioner will verify current parcel ownership and any boundary changes within 2 weeks prior to the preliminary plan submission. Submit a full set of construction plans. If the survey plan review was bypassed, submit research and documentation with the preliminary plan submission, along with microstation files and survey report if consultant designed. The practitioner will set up the Bluebeam review session. Team support will verify all survey plan comments have been addressed, review preliminary acquisition line work, and make recommendations based on the proposed design. The reviewer will then verify current parcel ownership and recent encumbrances through the appropriate county website and provide updates accordingly. Team support will check the horizontal data for the proposed baselines and provide any comments. For the semi-final review, the practitioner will verify current parcel ownership within 2 weeks prior to the semi-final submission. The practitioner includes a full set of the construction plans, along with the right-of-way plans and parcel impact forms. The practitioner will set up the Bluebeam review session. Team support will focus on the proposed acquisitions and any design changes between preliminary and semi-final. They will verify the preliminary plan comments have been addressed satisfactorily. The reviewer will confirm that the proposed acquisitions encompass all the proposed design features and that the acquisitions are needed. Team support will also verify current parcel ownership and recent encumbrances through the appropriate county website and provide updates. The semi-final right-of-way concurrence meeting is set up by the DelDOT project manager after the review of the semi-final right-of-way plans is complete. A sample agenda is located on the DRC. Representatives from all DelDOT sections that are affected by the project should be invited to attend and provide comments. The semi-final review process repeats until all design and acquisition changes have been made, the closures are confirmed, parcel ownership is correct, and all comments have been addressed. At the final review stage, the practitioner will send a full set of construction plans with the final right-of-way plans, the right-of-way memo, and the parcel impact forms. The practitioner will also verify parcel ownership 2 weeks prior to the submission. Team support will check any updates to the proposed acquisition line work and meets and bounds and will provide comments. They will verify that all comments have been addressed. They will verify current parcel ownership and recent encumbrances through the appropriate county website and provide updates accordingly. Team support will check the final right-of-way memo to verify all impacts to existing monumentation and existing easements have been identified. When team support has determined that all work has been completed, they will notify the DelDOT project manager to submit a final plan set with the signature and seal of the engineer of record to real estate to begin the acquisition process. The Chief of Right-of-Way issues the right-of-way certification once the acquisitions have been completed. The right-of-way certification attests that All necessary property interests have been acquired in accordance with current FHWA and state acquisition policies. All necessary rights of way have been acquired, including legal and physical possession. All project rights of way are currently available in accordance with the project right-of-way plans. Any residential displacements have been relocated or adequate replacement housing has been provided in accordance with current FHWA relocation policies. All occupants have vacated the lands, and the state has physical possession and the right to remove, salvage, or demolish any improvements acquired as part of the project and enter on all land. If there is a right-of-way plan revision, the DelDOT project manager will notify team support and acquisitions, relocations, and settlements so that appraisals can be adjusted. If other sections need to be aware of the revision, they should be contacted also. The practitioner will include construction plans with the revised right-of-way plans. The practitioner creates a Bluebeam review session if needed. Team support will review the changes for correctness and formatting. They will verify that changes are correct and are carried through to all appropriate sheets. Once all corrections are complete, the revision signature block can be signed for projects with separate right-of-way plans. For projects with right-of-way plans incorporated into the construction plans, the revision block on the right-of-way plan can be signed. The practitioner sends the revision memo to team support for review, which describes the approved revision. A template of the memo can be found on the DRC. The final signed revision memo and the final signed plans are sent by the practitioner to real estate. Plan submissions are prioritized for review based on the design stage and the type of project. The further along in the design process the project is, the higher it falls in priority for review. Plan revisions take the highest precedence over any other design stages. The type of project is also a factor in the priority of review. Projects with federal obligations and emergency projects will take priority over other projects due to their timeline restrictions. The hierarchy of the other design projects will be identified by DelDOT management in conjunction with the appropriate design staff.